Okay, guys, here we go with part 4 of the CHS still life. As you can see, some of the grapes have been put in, some of the shadows, and although some of the areas may look complete, there's still a lot of touch-up that needs to be done at the very end. So let's go ahead and get started with this. It won't be very long because we are doing this as a lot of it is going to be in time lapse. But anyway, this is the area that I'm going to be working on. It's the small set of grapes right there. And you can see they're kind of just blocked in right now. There's a lot of areas that I still need to patch in, which I'll do as a work. Make sure that you set that paper down so you're not smudging all the work that you've done so far. Check your values out. You'll see some of the values are kind of dark on the lower side because of the way the light's hitting it. I'm going to go ahead and start with the grape that's in the foreground. One of the reasons I'm doing that is just for the sake of overlap, because many of these are overlapped, and when I initially put them in there, they were a little bit off. So if I start with the foreground and then just work my way back, in my opinion, this is a good way to start. Okay, I wanted to put in my highlight first, and then I'm just going to bring in, and again, I'm layering and layering until I get down to my dark values. Next grape back, again, I layer light values. Not a lot of highlights in this one because it is in the background. Then you'll also see there's a little bit of area back in there that needed to be completed. Working now on the next grape, and again, bringing down those values as I go. There's a cast shadow on this one, so I'm kind of getting it a little bit darker. Now we're going to move on to the lower right-hand corner. I'm going to work in that area right there. Again, I'm going to speed this up a little bit, work with an eraser, hit some highlights. Again, it's a layering process. You guys have seen how to do the grapes. You know how to do the grapes. I'm just going to emphasize, make sure you include a highlight to show that reflection, and then begin layering in your values. For me, working foreground to background with these last two sets of grapes seemed to be the correct strategy. As I work and as I go further, I'm going to start including some of the background, and I'm going to do and work on the grape in the front. I also want to begin shading and doing some details that were overlooked in the earlier part of the drawing. Now, where I'm going to go with this is actually I'm going to use some of the photographs that I've taken and zoom in, because there's some areas that really need touched up that are kind of a little bit ratty. So in my fifth and final video, I'm going to include large areas of value, and I'm going to clean up and tighten up any type of areas that might need refinishing. So that's it for today. Have a good day, and I'll see you in a little bit.